I had a long day, so bear with me. I did a lot of stuff. I worked on my businesses. I did my self care. I went out for a walk. I went to the store. It was a busy day, and I still have energy. So today's topic is dealing with jealous people. As a TI, you know what I'm talking about. I didn't have many friends growing up, mainly because of jealousy for just anything, not just my looks, but just everything. Everything I do, somehow somebody feels jealous, envious, and it got to the point where I made the choice to just be by myself. And luckily, I am an introvert. I don't require a lot of interacting with people. I'm polite, but I don't let people get into my personal life. It takes a lot for me to open up, just like I mentioned in my other videos. But yeah, and there is good in being alone because you're more selective. You're not picking, useless people to be in your life. So it kept me out of trouble. I'm 28 years old and I never ever in my life been to a club or a bar. I think the last time I went out and I stayed out all night was for my prom night, and that's all. And in our prom night, because we're underage, we were not allowed to bring in alcohol. They were not serving alcohol. They were searching us and everything. And I went to my prom because, it's celebration for my high school graduation. That's how I saw it. I didn't just party for, useless partying, people who just party just to party, I'm not like that. And, and then in the prom, my friends and I, we didn't bring any dates. We just went as a group, just like girls' night out. And, some of the girls in the group had boyfriends, but because it was our last night hanging out, not night, just hanging out as friends, because we used to hang out at school, high school. And, that was, I think, the last time we saw each other. And yeah, like that was the only time that I really been out. And the other reason that I don't have friends is because I'm very, very determined to get my goals done, and not a lot of people were on that mindset, especially kids my age, you know what I mean? And that created a lot of envy. I didn't see it, but people's action like spoke to me. They were envious of my achievement, my work ethic, my looks, my good heart, my spirit. Like, I am gifted in so many ways, and I didn't see it because I thought it was normal, because I was just this independent girl, just living in her own world. And a lot of people hated me for that, and I didn't give them the time of day, because I was confident. I'm still confident and content with my life. And it was just shocking when everybody was just like, okay, let's isolate her, let's make her feel like she doesn't belong in this world, because she is so what's the word? I forgot the word. She's just privileged, even though she's privileged, she's still a hard worker. She doesn't ask for much. She's a go-getter, and she has a lot of stuff already. Why is she getting stuff? Like, who does she think she is? That type of mindset, you know? And I found it really, really depressing to be around this type of people. They didn't say it, but their energy didn't lie. Energy doesn't lie. You can just feel people's envy. You can feel what type of people are, sending your way. And one of my gifts is being like spiritually gifted. I get vivid dreams. I read people's energy. I'm very, very intuitive. People cannot get over me for some reason. I think because I'm a Scorpio moon. Look it up. Very, very powerful placement. My husband has Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Venus, and he's on another level. And being a Scorpio moon, I don't open up to people a lot. Like, nobody can find out what I'm truly, truly feeling, because the moon rules your emotions. And imagine having a Scorpio moon, it runs really, really deep. And for the longest time, I hid that part of me, but you can tell it from the way I look. I have this very, very deep, because people say the eyes is to the window to the soul. I have this deep, mysterious, sometimes calculating looks. It depends on the type of person that I'm interacting with. And sometimes it gets really intense to the point where I don't make eye contact, because I don't want to look at people's eye, because like I told you guys, I look at things on another level. I see things that people can't see, and I don't want to connect with other people's demons. I don't know what type of trauma they're dealing with. I just can tell from far away. My intuition tells me, don't interact with this person. They are not on your level, because for one, if I'm gonna get close to you, I don't want some fake phony shit, you know what I mean? And when people think about fake stuff, they think about makeup and stuff like that, you know what I mean? You could have someone who's not wearing makeup. They're they don't have one bit of makeup. They don't even brush their teeth, but they can still be fake as fuck, But you can also have a girl full face of makeup, hair, and she's real as hell, you know what I mean? Her soul is clean. Don't judge people on their appearance. And because I'm one of those girls, some days I wear full face of makeup and some days I don't. Either way, I'm still pretty. You guys know my bone structure. I'm naturally beautiful, and that's one thing that made some girls envious. I don't have to put a lot of work. I'm just naturally pretty, but they don't understand is my energy. It's how I feel on the inside, and it radiates. Energy doesn't lie. I literally glow, from inside and out. And some girls, they don't get this, and I'm just happy. I don't want to get plastic surgery. I don't want to do anything. I'm just happy, And once you change your mindset about yourself, about who you are, just who you are as a person, your soul, your whole perspective changes. How you see yourself, how you see the world, just everything around you changes. With that being said, like I said, I still put in makeup because I'm an artist. I don't use it to hide my insecurities. I use it as an art. That's all. Makeup is art, outfit is art. You know what I mean? Everything that you create, it's an art. Think of it as a painting. That's all. So with this energy thing, I just had to cut a lot of people off, and I hate it. You know what I mean? I'm not a mean person. I'm not a competitive person. I just do my own thing, and I attract a lot of competitive people who just want to compete with me for no reason. I'm like, just leave me alone. I have my own gifts. You have your own gifts. If you don't know what it is, go find it. If you need help, ask me. I don't like when people are competitive with me, unless if you're doing it in a playful way. But if you're being cutthroat, if you're being mean, vindictive, I don't want to compete with you. There's enough in this world. Like, why are we, killing each other over stuff like that? And you gotta know where you put your energy. There are some things that you have to be vindictive, you have to be cutthroat about. You can't just compete over everything. You know what I mean? It's just valueless. You're more than that. Like, literally. Don't put that thinking in your head, like, I'm gonna compete for material things because I feel some type of way of who I am on the inside. What are the things that people competed with me growing up? I would say number one would be my looks. That's for sure, because that's the first thing people see. People are shallow. You have eyes. It's there. And it is what it is. Like, I'm pretty, so what? You can put in the work, be pretty too. Maybe if you're nice, you would, people will look at you, in a different way. I think it's my energy that people are attracted to. You know what I mean? It's not just like my looks. And I'm not one of those girls where I have like one feature. Like, everything about me looks good. I'm not gonna lie. I have a nice body, nice bone structure, hair, nice skin, and I look really, really young. And I have it all. Like, I'm smart, I'm successful, and like I said, I thought it was normal. Like, you know what I mean? And that, created a lot of envy, and a lot of girls just want to take me out. And I think that's how my gang stalking started. A group of jealous people just got together and like, let's take her out because she feels really good about herself. And one thing about me is, like, I'm grateful for everything I do, and like the universe rewards me. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? The other thing would be my work ethic. It doesn't matter what it is. I put in the work. I achieve what I want. I outdo anyone, and that creates a lot of envy as well. Yeah. Whether it's school, my career, whatever I want to achieve, I put in my 100%, and people hate that. Lazy people, I would say. You know what I mean? And I remember one time, I think it was 2018, yeah, I deleted my social media. I just cut a lot of things that not valuable, things that were not serving me. You know what I mean? They were serving me, but at that time I needed to focus on something. You know what I mean? I was very, very disciplined on what I wanted to get. I was getting gang stalked heavily. I almost lost my brother. He got shot like 6 times. Thank God he's still alive. And I had back injury. And I was having a hard time, you know what I mean? Because my back was really, really painful. But I didn't let all of that stuff stop me, and I didn't use it as motivation. I just know who I am. I'm just a hard worker person, you know what I mean? It was just my mindset. Those things didn't stop me. I was like, I'm just gonna go out here, get what I want, and dip. because I didn't like where I was living. I just didn't like where I was in life physically, okay? Keyword physically. I didn't say mentally. Mentally, I was okay, you know what I mean? Physically, like I said, my back was killing me, all of that stuff. And guess what? I still got a job. I went out, I got a job. I was getting really, good pay, and I was making more money than people who were they were not disabled like me, like they had back pain or whatever. I had back pain, and I was making more money than them. I remember in 2 weeks I made like $3,000, and I moved to a place that very affordable. People didn't know how I found it. you know they were pretty nice. The landlords, they had about 80 people apply to the place, and they picked me because of my reputation, because of my work ethic. Yeah, they knew about my channel, my gang stalking channel, but it is what it is. But that's a different channel. They know that I do a lot of things. Like, I have a lot of interest. I told you guys I have a lot of energy, so I put my energy like everywhere, like my positive energy. So a lot of people were asking, how the hell did you do it? How the hell did you do it? Like, you're 24 years old, you're making a lot of money, you have back injury, you almost lost your brother, and how the heck do you do it? I'm just like, it's just my mindset. You know what I mean? Once I say I don't want something, I don't want something, you know what I mean? And like, one of those things is like, I don't want to live in a chaotic, just unhealthy environment, because energy is very, very important to me. And I don't want people to mess with my energy. So it's not about the money, you know what I mean? It's about your energy. And and if you are willing to spend a lot of money to protect that, go for it, because your energy is very, very priceless. In my case, at least, my energy is very, very priceless. I'm not gonna be in a messed up neighborhood because I want to save some money, you know what I mean? In the long run, I'm not that who's gonna suffer, you know what I mean? When I die, what is this money going to do? It's like, and I made all of this money, I saved it, and I didn't use it, so what's the purpose of it? But if you're saving money for other reasons, like Drake said, when I die, put my money in the grave, that's different. That's very, very different. Like, we're talking about Drake here, okay? Yeah, he's talking about leaving money for your next generation and stuff like that. And if Drake is very rich and he's very famous. Like, he got money for himself first. That's the first person that he's gonna take care of, right? And then his offspring and his grandkids and stuff like that. So how did I deal with jealous people? Like I said, I just cut them off. Like, that's like the only solution. Some people are not meant to be in your life, and it is what it is. Hopefully another time I will make another video telling you guys how some girls, they went out of their way to get my face messed up and putting poison in my lotion, my shampoo, all of that crazy stuff. Yeah, I will make a video about that one day, hopefully, like I said.